Today's June 19th, 2025, and we're just getting started putting up hay. Had to spray some corn this morning, no patch. The weeds were kind of not getting killed quite enough, so I ended up having to put a second pass on it. Got the co-pilot here with me. He's got to go if we can. And AC's pretty decent in here, so it's about, last I left was 86 degrees. They were supposed to get up around 90, but anyway, yeah. Bring it back here in a little bit. Anybody wondering, this is a Case IH 1203. It's a 2013 model. I think the last one's out that didn't take the depth. So this thing uses a lot less fuel than a year newer one would. This field here is usually our first that we cut every year. It's a mixture. It's got fescue and a little bit of everything in it. And it's close to the house. Something breaks down, I can walk home. Coppers wanting to chase that rabbit. swather, it kind of spoils the person after running that Hagee. Nice and cool and very quiet. Got a little bit of a noise from the engine hydraulics, but not near what the Hagee is. But the old Hagee gets the job done. I got the Hagee back at the house, so hopefully I can get some time to get the egg leader set up on it and get the air conditioner fixed up. We'll see. I may have other projects to get into that I can't get finished. That's the end of the first round. I'll bring you back when we get further along. Now we're over halfway done with this. I think there's like 5 acres here or something, 5 or 6. Get this done. Eat some lunch, and then I'll probably go start on a 20-acre piece if everything looks like it's working right. Probably could stand to put a few new guards on this thing, but right now that money probably could be better off put someplace else. Guards are anywhere from like $16 to $24, depends on which ones, but there's 2 different kind of gaps or whatever. You got a wide gap for where the sickles overlap, so it's a thicker area or wider area. So you gotta have a different guard there, and then out on the ends it takes a different guard. And the wider ones, supposedly I can get them through chute, but every time I've ordered them, they're the wrong ones. I don't know what the deal is there, but they won't work. So I've got to get them through Case IH. Narrow gap ones I can get aftermarket. The other ones just don't work right. I'm running along about 6 miles an hour. Some areas do about 4.5, but where it's halfway smooth and stuff, running about 6 miles an hour. It looks right now, the hay isn't really going to be worth anything this year. A lot of it's selling $30, $35 a bale. A lot of people say they get about $25 into just splitting it up. That's why this year we didn't fertilize any of our hay ground, because it was going to be a losing proposition by the time you spent $500 a ton for fertilizer, but about 200 pounds per acre on, in a 20-acre place, that adds up pretty quick. Like this place total around 60 acres. When you're doing it with shares with the owners, it's not real good to skimp on the fertilizer, but then they're having to pay for a share of the fertilizer compared to what you're going to get for the hay. They'll come out ahead not putting the fertilizer on. Just sell what hay there is. Anyway, we'll get this finished up and go on to the next. Alright, we're back up here on there's 20 acres north of a mile. We're getting it cut. And of course, still got my co-pilot. He's got to make sure he gets in here. At least he's got room to lay down if he wants to, but most of the time he just sits there watching for a rabbit. Go to baling, it's a little different story. There ain't room in the tractor. That is getting too heavy to lift to get up in there. This here, he can jump up the steps or whatever and get in. This piece up here used to belong to my mother and father-in-law. They sold it off, but back in the early 80s we had wheat on this, and then we seeded it down to grow. That's what's still here today. It's just about needing to be killed out and reseeded because of the cheat and some other stuff that's kind of tried to take over in places. But for the most part, it's pretty good grown yet. We seeded it with the old Easy Flow. Followed it with the H that I had at the time. And we're gonna just a spike arrow over it and packer. Came out pretty good. That wire grass there. It cuts a little harder. Supposed to get to 92 degrees today. It's already up to like 88. Yeah, it's probably around 1 o'clock or so, I suppose. Wouldn't be surprised if this would be ready to bale tomorrow. I know that other I cut earlier will be. Might be a late start baling, but like this morning the dew didn't go off till about 11 o'clock almost. this realm here has been fertilized. The owner had it fertilized. I don't do this one on shares. It's just we just charge so much an acre for swathing and so much a bale for baling. In this area, what I'm charging is pretty much standard rate. About $12 an acre for swathing, then $12 a bale for baling. There's some of them around here that are charging $25 a bale for the, and then just includes the swathing and baling. I'll bring it back a little bit later. Yeah, we're getting down to the last of this airfield. Just about 4 o'clock. Luckily, we haven't had any issues at all. Hopefully, I didn't speak too soon on that. I do have one section out on the end, either a section or a guard that's leaving just a little bit of a skip, but I can pick it up on the next trip back. So I'll work on that when I get back home. Right now I'm running along about 6.4 mile an hour. Some of that heavier stuff I was running about 4.5. Just kind of depends on the conditions, how fast you can go, whether there's any moisture down at the ground. That makes a big difference. Yeah, this will be the last pass of this field. Alright. Now we just gotta get headed home. Figure out what we're gonna do next. He's still watching for rabbits. What do you think, Copper? We're gonna tell him to like the video. Yeah, we'd appreciate that. And subscribe to our channel. I guess we'll catch you on the next one. Have a good one.